A very good morning, students. So, in the previous class, we have learned about hot desert. We have seen the flora, fauna, climatic condition of hot desert, and also we have learned about the people who are living in such area. Today, we are going to learn about the cold desert, which is in Ladakh. Ladakh is a cold desert lying in the Great Himalayas of the eastern side of Jammu Kashmir. The Karakoram Ranges in the north and the Jiskar Mountain in the south encloses it. Several rivers flow through Ladakh, like Indus, the most important among them. The rivers form deep valleys and gorges. Several glaciers are found in Ladakh. For example, Gangri Glacier. Now let us see about the height of the mountains. The altitude in Ladakh carries from about 3000 meter in Kargil to more than 8000 meter in Karakoram. Due to its high altitude, the climate is extremely cold and dry. The air at this altitude is so thin that the heat of the sun can be felt intensely. Temperature in summer are just above 0 degree and night temperature well below minus 30 degrees Celsius. It may be freezing cold in the winter when the temperature may remains below minus 40 degree. For most of the time, as it lies in the rain shadow of the Himalayas, there is little rainfall as low as 10 centimeter every year. Let us try to understand about rain shadow area. So this is a mountain. Clouds are formed in one part and they move from one place to another. When it come in contact with that mountain, because of its height, it blocks that mountain. So rainfall takes place in one side of rain. Because of this blockage, the clouds cannot go on the another side. So it receives very less rainfall. So this side is known as rain shadow area. The area experiences freezing winds and burning hot sunlight. You may be surprised to know that if you sit in the sun with your feet in the shade, you may suffer from both sunstroke and frostbite at the same time. We are going to learn about flora and fauna of cold desert. Even though we can find snow everywhere and low temperature, we can find flora in such area. Flora means vegetation. So due to high aridity, the vegetation is sparse, means vegetation is very low. There are scanty patches of grasses and shrubs for animals to graze. Groves of willows and poplars are seen in the valleys. During the summer, fruit trees such as apple, apricots, and walnut bloom. These are the vegetations, means plants, which are grown. Now let us see about the animals and birds, which is known as fauna. Several species of birds are sighted in Ladakh. Robin, redstarts, Tibetan snowcock, and hoopoe are common. Some of these are migratory birds. Migratory birds are those birds which come from another place to another place. They stay for some time, and once that time gets over, they go back to their place. Animals of Ladakh are wild goats, wild sheep, yak, special kind of dog. The animals are reared to provide for the milk, meat, and hides. Yak's milk is used to make cheese and butter. The hair of the sheep and goats are used to make woolens. People. So even though we say that everything is cold and covered with snow, living is very difficult in such situation or condition, but still many people live in such area. Let us see in detail about them. So there are people either Muslim or Buddhist. In fact, Several Buddhist monasteries dot the Ladakh landscape with their traditional gompas. Means many gompas we can find here. You can see pictures. Some famous monasteries are Hamis, Teksi, Shri, and Lamayuru. These are some gompas. In the summer season, the people are busy cultivating barley, potato, peas, beans, and turnip. The climate in the winter month is so harsh that festivals, festivities, and ceremonies. So during winter season, the climate become very cold. So so it become difficult for the people to conduct the activities. So they engage themselves in festivals and different ceremonies. The women are very hardworking. They work not only in the house and fields but also manage small business and shops. Leh, the capital of Ladakh, is well connected by both roads and air. Many tourists come in such area. Tourist is a major activity with several tourists streaming in from within India and abroad. So many people come here to see the place and for the enjoyment. Visits to the Gompas, treks to see the meadows and glaciers, witnessing ceremonies and festivities are important activities. But with the time, slowly everything changing. Life of people is undergoing changes due to modernization. Now everything have been modernized, different technology have come. So the life of these people have been changing. But the people of Ladakh have over the centuries learned to live in balance and harmony with nature. So these people live with harmony and peace with the nature. They have learned the skill of living in such harsh conditions. If someone told us to live, can we live in such condition? No, we cannot live. But they have learned the skill of living in such harsh condition. Due to scarcity of resources like water and fuel, they are used with reverence and care. So the resources like water and fuel are less. So they use them carefully and nothing is discharged or wasted. So they don't waste most of the things. So today we have learned about the people in the cold desert, which are the religions which are found, what is Gompas, and also we have seen the major activities which they conduct, and also tourists which come in such area. I hope you have understood this full lesson. Thank you, students.